Clash Royale is a real-time PvP strategy game in which you're trying to destroy your opponent's towers. Now, in order to do this, you'll have to deploy a variety of cards, each of which will spawn a unique troop, spell, or building. The catch is that you can only bring 8 cards into battle, which you can arrange in this tab over here. And as you can see, there are so many different cards to choose from to make up your deck. In order to beat your opponent, you'll need to outsmart them and destroy more of their towers than your own in the 3-minute match time. Seems pretty simple, right? Well, not quite. Your opponent is also trying to destroy your towers, and they have their own deck of cards to beat you. Got the gist of Clash Royale? Let's hop into a match then. I'm going to pause here for just a second. You might be wondering, what's that pink bar down there? This bar shows how much elixir you have, which is a resource you need to deploy your cards. Each card costs a certain amount of elixir, and if you don't have enough, you won't be able to put down your card. I also want to show you the deck that I'm using. I don't want to get into too much detail, but it relies heavily on the Hog Rider, which only attacks the enemy's towers or buildings to get damage, as well as the low elixir cost of the other cards. It requires a lot of fast thinking and adaptability. Alright, let's get back into the game. Alright, looking at my starting hand, it doesn't look very good. But my opponent plays some dragons, so I'm going to fireball them, which basically kills them. And now in order to counter his troops, I'm going to put down an Ice Spirit and Musketeer, 2 very cheap cards as well. My elixir is a bit low, so I do want to conserve that. I'm going to wait and see my opponent's move. And sorry, I'm going to increase the brightness a little bit. Oh my god. So, he's putting down a Royal Giant, which is one of my least favorite troops. It has so much range, but it's also so tanky as well, and it only targets your towers, so you can see it's attacking my tower, and since I don't have any defensive troops, I decide to go on the offensive with my Hog Rider. So he counters with an Ice Spirit, which slows my Hog Rider down, but I still managed to get a lot of hits down. To send some minions, I just destroy them with a fireball. And now I'm just waiting to let my elixir pool recharge. He puts down another troop, I just counter with the easy Ice Golem. Very cheap but tanky troop as well for defense. So my elixir bar is getting full and I don't really want to waste elixir, so I put down the Ice Spirit, but my opponent isn't doing anything. Okay, there you go. So I put down my Hog Rider on the right, try to catch him off guard. So this is a bit of a tricky defense, but I put my troops towards the middle so I can try to defend both sides, and it turns out that it works pretty well. Alright, so this is the double elixir time, which means your elixir charges twice as fast. I'm not sure what my opponent was doing there. He didn't even bother defending my Musketeer, but I counter his troops on the other side with an easy fireball, although I do let this get a little bit of damage. Now the Royal Giant's back. Put down my cannon, so the Royal Giant targets that instead of my tower. And yeah, it's a pretty successful defense. Now, there's only 30 seconds left, so I'm just trying to hold off my opponent for as long as I can. Put down the Ice Golem to tank for my Musketeer, but that doesn't work. Just 10 more seconds left, and if my opponent doesn't destroy my tower, then I win the game. Alright, that seems to do it, and that's what a match of Clash Royale looks like. Looking at Clash Royale, there are a few reasons why it's so popular. First, it appeals to both the casual and the serious gamers. Clash Royale is a very simple game. The only objective is to defeat your opponent's towers, so in that way it's very easy to pick up in just a few games. However, there's so much skill and strategy to the game as well that the serious gamers who want to really master the game can enjoy it as well.
In addition, this game is perfect for gamers who love achievement. For each game that you win, you get trophies, and the greater the number of trophies that you have, the higher rank you are. Last but not least, Clash Royale has a social aspect as well. In this video, I only showed the 1v1 version, but there's also a game mode where you can queue up with your buddy and fight against another duo. And personally, this one is my favorite, because you can make some pretty insane highlights like this one. Actually, I take back what I said. I think emotes are my favorite part of Clash Royale. Well, that wraps up my review of Clash Royale. Thanks for watching.